Imagine dropping a 15-second reel in the middle of your feed. No fancy set, no celebrity cameo, just you, your favorite outfit, and a wink to the camera. Now imagine that reel blowing up to 3 million views in under 24 hours. That's exactly what happened when Sammy Thighs shared her signature thigh highlight dance, and suddenly the world realized, curves aren't just welcome in fashion, they're the future. Today, Sammy isn't just an influencer with a catchy handle. She's a cultural force, a voice for body positivity, and a blueprint for curvy confidence. Stick around, because you're about to learn how one bold moment turned a regular girl into a global movement. Link transition. But before her thighs broke the internet, Sammy was just discovering her own power. Sammy grew up in a quiet suburb of Kansas City, Missouri, where the local mall's fashion scene leaned heavily towards sizes 0 to 8. As a child of Guatemalan and African-American parents, she inherited rich cultural traditions and a fierce work ethic. Yet at school, she often felt caught between worlds, too curvy for the cheerleading squad's uniform, too colorful for the preppy boutique crowd. From an early age, Sammy found refuge in her bedroom runway shows. Using her mother's old phone, she'd film quick clips, twirling in thrifted maxi dresses, crafting DIY crop tops, or dancing barefoot in oversized hoodies. Her grandmother, ever the encourager, would watch and say, "Mija, the world needs to see you shine." Despite playground teasing, "Why do you wear that?" and "You're too big," Sammy's confidence grew. She learned that hiding only dimmed her own light. In middle school, she snapped her first unfiltered selfie and posted it privately. The rush of seeing her curves celebrated, rather than hidden, lit a spark that would roar to life years later. By high school, fashion was her secret weapon. Sammy would scour clearance racks for bold prints, remixing thrifted finds into head-turning outfits. And though her peers might have called her too extra, she called herself authentically me. Link hook to next section. Then, one fateful afternoon, she hit post and changed her life forever. It was July 2020. With the world stuck in lockdown, social media became everyone's stage. Sammy, freshly graduated from college with a degree in psychology, felt restless. She craved connection and a way to turn her passion for style into something bigger than herself. Armed with nothing but a ring light and her smartphone, Sammy filmed a quick montage, a sunlit backyard, an upbeat Afro-Latin track, and 3 flashy outfit changes, all highlighting her thighs in high-slit skirts. The caption read, "My thighs carry my confidence. What carries you?" She nervously tapped share and walked away. Within minutes, her phone buzzed nonstop. By the end of the day, the reel had amassed 1.8 million views and thousands of comments. "This is the energy I needed today. I've never felt more seen. Curves are art, and you're Picasso." Followers poured in, from Brazil to South Africa, from the UK to Australia, and Sammy watched in awe as her count jumped from 4,000 to 150,000 overnight. Brands slid into her DMs, offering free products. Fans recreated her reel with #SammyThighsChallenge. Even local news outlets ran feel-good segments on the curved thigh sensation, lighting up screens worldwide. But what really resonated was not just the style or the swagger, it was the message. You belong in every frame. Sammy's authentic joy was infectious, and it proved that representation isn't a trend, it's a necessity. Her inbox exploded with stories from followers who finally felt brave enough to wear shorts or a bikini for the first time in years. In that moment, Sammy realized her thighs weren't just for dancing, they were the foundation of a movement. Link transition. As her audience soared, so did the offers, and Sammy knew she had to raise the stakes. Sammy's look became instantly recognizable. She mastered the art of combining high-slit skirts that showcased her thighs without compromise, vibrant prints, tropical florals, geometric abstracts, and animal patterns, unexpected pairings like neon crop tops with flowy boho skirts or tailored blazers with biker shorts, statement accessories, oversized hoops, stacked bangles, and tinted fedoras. In her videos, quick cuts and upbeat music drove home her style story. A typical reel might open on a close-up of her thigh-skimming boots, then whip to her dancing, laughing, and posing, all in under 20 seconds. Fans soon dubbed this editing flair the Sammy Snap. But beyond fashion tricks, Sammy's aesthetic was rooted in authentic storytelling. She'd narrate her reels. "This skirt reminds me of my Guatemalan grandmother's tablecloths. These shorts? Found them on a 50% off rack. Proof style doesn't need a big budget." Her TikToks mirrored this approach, blending trending audio with empowering messages. "Celebrate your curves," or "Your body is built for celebration." Critically, she used her platform to spotlight Black and Latinx designers, weaving mini reviews of their lines into her outfit showcases. In doing so, Sammy wasn't just defining her own brand. She was elevating a network of artists often overlooked by mainstream media. Link hook. Yet fashion was only one piece of her platform. Sammy's influence ran much deeper. Sammy never saw herself merely as a model. She saw herself as a mentor. Early on, she launched the hashtag Sammy Thighs Sisterhood, inviting followers to share unedited photos and personal stories about self-love. Every week, she'd repost her favorites, celebrating stretch marks, cellulite, and every imperfection as marks of lived experience. Partnering with the nonprofit Body Brave, Sammy co-hosted live workshops on overcoming diet culture, navigating social media pressure, building sustainable confidence. Her Real Talk with Sammy IGTV series featured honest conversations with plus-size athletes, mental health therapists, and fashion insiders. Thousands tuned in to hear her guests break down complex issues, like why media representation matters for girls' self-esteem. Fan testimonials poured in. A college freshman said Sammy's videos gave her the courage to audition for the drama club. A mom of 3 credited Sammy for her first postpartum bikini post. A professional stylist reached out, saying they'd booked more plus-size clients after seeing Sammy's bold confidence. When trolls surfaced, mocking her thighs or accusing her of glorifying obesity, Sammy refused to be silenced. In one memorable response, she posted side-by-side photos, her weightlifting at the gym and her dancing at a festival, captioned, "Strength comes in all forms." That post alone garnered 500,000 likes and countless messages of support. Through it all, Sammy curated a true community, one where fans felt safer, stronger, and seen. For her, body positivity wasn't just a hashtag. It was a lifeline. Link transition. With her platform firmly established, national brands came knocking. By early 2022, Sammy's star power was undeniable. Top-tier brands lined up. CurveConfidence Denim, a major label, tapped her to co-design a plus-size jeans collection. The Sammy cut, high-waist, thigh contour style sold out its first run in 48 hours. LuxeLingerie Inclusive. She starred in their Lingerie for Every You campaign, unretouched and unfiltered across billboards and magazines. Sunsplash Swim. Her neon-trimmed bikini line launched with a splashy Miami photo shoot, complete with a viral TikTok dance challenge that racked up 10 million views. Urban News Streetwear. As ambassador, Sammy headlined a mural tour, giant street art portraits across LA celebrating curvy women in fashion. She also appeared on the cover of plus-size Vogue Brazil, making history as the magazine's first influencer-turned-cover star. Each collaboration carried Sammy's insistence on expanded sizes, fair model pay, and inclusive campaign imagery. In virtual runway events, part of the new Digital Fashion Week movement, Sammy's avatar strutted in her own designs, proving that plus-size fashion can lead innovation, even in the metaverse. These high-profile partnerships elevated Sammy's message: curvy bodies aren't a niche, they're the norm. Link hook. And with that success came serious business savvy and bankable brilliance. By mid-2022, Sammy had built an empire around her brand. Sponsored posts. She commands $6,000 to $15,000 per Instagram carousel with leading plus-size and lifestyle brands. Affiliate marketing. Earning up to 18% commission on curated fashion and wellness links. Merch and digital guides. Thighs of Steel workout tees, self-love starter kit journals, and a best-selling e-course. Own your curves in 21 days. Speaking fees, charging $10,000 plus for keynote appearances at empowerment conferences and corporate diversity events. YouTube ad revenue, monetizing her semi-weekly vlog, Sammy Unfiltered, which offers in-depth styling tutorials and candid chats. Industry analysts estimate her net worth at $900,000 to $1.2 million by late 2022. A remarkable ascent fueled by authenticity, community, and strategic partnerships. Yet Sammy dedicates 15% of her profits to the Thighs of Hope Fund, which provides microgrants to underrepresented creatives and funds free self-esteem workshops in schools. For her, profit and purpose go hand in hand. Link transition. But behind these business wins is a woman who cherishes her quiet moments. When the ring light turns off, Sammy is surprisingly grounded. She rises at 6:30 a.m. for a calming guided meditation, then brews a rich matcha latte in her favorite oversized mug. Her mornings often include journaling, 3 things she's grateful for, and 1 intention to carry into the day. She loves cooking, perfecting her grandmother's pupusas recipe and sharing it in cozy Instagram stories. Dance fitness, turning living room cardio into mini TikTok tutorials. Nature escapes, hiking local trails with her partner and their rescue dog, Biscuit. Reading, memoirs by trailblazing women and the occasional sci-fi page-turner. Though Sammy keeps her relationship private, she occasionally jokes that her partner's biggest flex is cheering her on during 3 a.m. editing marathons. And even with millions of followers, Sammy admits to imposter syndrome, often reminding herself, "I belong here just as much as anyone." When social media stress peaks, she escapes on digital detox weekends. No phone, just bonfires, board games, and stargazing, proof that even icons need real-world balance. Link hook to next section. With an already dazzling resume, Sammy's most exciting chapter is still unwritten. Looking ahead, Sammy's vision is expansive. Sammy Thighs Fashion Company. Launching spring 2024, a sustainable plus-size apparel line upcycled from factory scraps and sized 2XL, 8XL. Thighs of Hope retreats. Destination weekends combining style workshops, mental health clinics, and community building. Curves and Conversations podcast, debuting late 2023, where Sammy interviews icons in fashion, wellness, and activism. Memoir, More Than a Thigh Moment, set for 2024, a deep dive into her personal journey beyond the real. Her ultimate goal? To establish a Curvy creator grant that funds emerging plus-size designers and influencers, ensuring the movement she sparked continues long after her own posts fade. Sammy Thighs isn't just a handle. It's a heartbeat for anyone told they don't belong. And she plans to keep that heart beating strong. Link lead into outro. Because when we choose to show up as ourselves, we rewrite the rules, one confident step at a time. Sammy Thighs proved that authenticity beats perfection, that curves deserve the spotlight, and that one person's confidence can spark a global movement. Her journey, marked by vulnerability, bold style, and relentless advocacy, reminds us all that beauty is boundless. Backhand index pointing right inspired? Drop a sparkling heart in the comments and share your own Sammy Thighs moment when you chose confidence over conformity. Speech balloon, tell us, which part of her story moved you most? Bell subscribe and ring the bell. More in-depth model biographies and body-positive pioneers coming every week. Remember, your curves, your story, and your voice matter. So stand tall, own your power, and keep redefining beauty, one post at a time.